Hey, so I recently decided to start sorting through all of my old Pokemon cards because I just had a load of them and I wasn't really doing anything with them. So they just kind of there not doing anything. But it was only when I started going through them that I realised just how many I had. And I'm not entirely sure, I haven't properly counted, but I think I've probably got about 1,000-ish of them now. So I figured I'd just go through them because I'm a bit of a nerd like that. So this video is probably just going to end up being the regular cards because I have more of those than I do of like the special cards like Darks and Shinies and Gym Leader cards. So because these are actually all of my double cards, I've got my actual collection in a display folder, and obviously you can only see one card at a time. I've got a few of the proper special cards like Mega Charizard, Ancient Mew, and loads of the different unknowns at the back. But there's no point having, 1,000,001 different Bulbasaur cards because you just don't need them. That one's quite cute though. Because I've just got, most of the cards I have are the really, really old ones. I mean, some of them are new editions of the old cards, but the majority are of the original, 151. I kept most of my shiny cards, but there were just so many I didn't really need, or I had multiple shiny cards in that pocket. But so I just kept my favourite ones and figured I've got to do something with these. I don't know, I'll probably sell them, I think. But, I mean, I'm not entirely sure who's going to want to buy that many Bulbasaur cards, because who doesn't have a Bulbasaur by now? Regardless of version, they must have one. So I never liked these ones. They never actually had the card number on them. So in the later series where I don't actually know what number the Pokemon is, it was really hard to put in. So I kept having to look it up. I just prefer the ones like this to that kind of edge and the big E. I'm not quite sure what the E is. Probably not even an E. It looks like an E to me. I'm not quite sure what they are. There's, I mean, obviously I know all like the common and rare marks, but there's quite a few, like there's the flower. I've got some with double stars, some with something that looks like a fossil claws. I'm assuming there's something to do with sets or something, but I just don't really know what they're for. I mean, obviously I got a load of, well, not a load, I've got quite a few of the first edition cards. Obviously, first edition is kind of self-explanatory, but that, like the two with the Pokeball, I don't know what they are. Obviously, I've got quite a few of the new ones thrown in because I had all of the original ones from when I was younger. I mean, I've probably thrown quite a few like the totally awesome rare ones away or managed to chew them. Because if I didn't want somebody to have something that was mine, I chewed it, which is why Regent Street in our Monopoly is covered in teeth marks. Because Regent Street's mine. Just for some reason, I don't really know why. And that one as well, it's like a weird drippy crown. I never really looked into those things because they never really see double stars. I just don't know. It's probably something really simple that I should know, but I just don't. I've got a few of these are from my almost stepbrother. You managed to put in a couple German cards. I think they're German. Can't actually read German, so I'm just assuming it is. But I'm not entirely sure where he would have got them from. And also I have either a misprinted Wobbuffet card or a fake because it says Wobbuffet. I'm not entirely sure any Wobbuffet cards actually had the rare star on them. So that's a bit weird. So it's actually around, I think, Diamond and Pearl I completely missed. I didn't even bother with the games for that one because I was just like, it sucks now. I don't care anymore. And then I saw a little pack with Charizard card in it and I was like, I want it. Because I never had Charizard for ages, or a Blastoise. The shiny Venusaur card, the original one, was actually the first card I ever had in one of the small booster packs. It was the first card in it. I was like, ah, if only that was a shiny Mew. It was meant to be. But so many of them. I would keep them all if I could, but when I did start going through my folder and taking some of the cards behind out, it definitely got a lot lighter. It's easier to move around now. I don't know why, I just always liked muck. It's probably one of the more strange ones to like. Big pile of purple goo. There's definitely no way anybody would need this many coffins. Though I never knew there was actually a water card of a Jinx. That kind of never really made any sense to me. Same as you just think Jinx, Psychic, but you know, I don't know. Because when I was actually going through my folder, taking a load of the cards out, I only thought I had about 3 of the old gym leader cards, you know, like Brock's Sandshrew. That's actually one I got. I can see it here. I only thought I had 3 because that was all I could see in my folder, but when I went through it, I think I've got about 30 at least now. Why so many mischievous? The reason I've got so many of these ones is because I bought one of those paper card backs. You know, you get the specific cards in it. For some reason I wanted one of those. I actually bought a couple of those now. They're just so pointless. Unless you're absolutely desperate for the card, one of the, or a few of the cards in there, it's not really worth it. I suppose compared to like a booster pack or one of the tins, you know what you're getting, but I don't know. Those ones always seem to be a bit of a waste of money because you just end up with multiples of cards. So unless you play it or play with somebody else, then it's not really got a point. So I used to play with these when I was younger, when I first started, when it was literally the only 151, and then a little bit when they released the second series, but didn't really play all that much, and didn't play properly either. we didn't really pay any attention to the rules. We just kind of went, no, let's do this, and then did a bit of guess the card and stuff. It was really weird. So they were just sitting in my room for ages, just not really doing anything, being a bit unloved. But I definitely don't have a particularly large collection, because like I said, I didn't really get any of the diamond and pearl, so there is quite a few large gaps in what I've got. Obviously, like the first and second series are fuller than other ones, but so many gaps. So I think it's at the point where I would actually have to search for specific cards and buy them like that instead of getting packs and stuff. Though I am hoping that with the new Ruby and Sapphire games, they're gonna bring out some more of the cards, and then might find stuff I need in there, but I don't know. So. All fall over. Like, I probably get the cards more than the games. Obviously when I was younger I kind of got those. I think actually the first game I had was Crystal, because just at the age where I missed out on getting some of the like original like yellow and blue and all of those ones, because my older sister didn't have any of those either. I think the first one she got was silver, but I never got most of them. So I had Crystal, I had Ruby. I don't think I got another one until X and Y, so I never really bothered with most of the games, especially Diamond and Pearl. I don't know why, Diamond and Pearl sucked. I think it's probably because of how old I was at the time it was released. I was like, oh, I don't care about Pokemon anymore. Now it's just like, well, you should have. So far away. Can't reach. Oh, Jesus Christ, come here. But obviously now this is, I believe, black and white? Is that black and white? I mean, obviously it's a zebra. It's black and white anyway, but ah ha 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 ha. That's so funny. Yeah, Woobat's black and white, I think. If not, it is now. I love that one. She's so pretty. So obviously I kept the shiny one of that one. I think this is the last bit of the regular cards now. So this is going to be the end of black and white and a little bit of X and Y, because I haven't got many of the X and Y cards, so obviously most of them would be in the folder. Imagine if they were just one card I needed, the rest were doubles. I mean, like, that wouldn't be very good. But I think I got one of the sort of two-player card decks. It was the Sylveon and Noivern. I don't know, that big bat thing. I'm sure it's called Noivern. I got that pack, so there's quite a few of the same cards in there, mostly energy cards. I don't need energy cards, so they're all just in another box as well. I don't really have many of the fancy ones. I've got a Ho-Oh Fire and a Steelix, well, steel one. But other than that, I've got a couple special energies and the rest of them were just really old, boring ones. Well, I threw most of mine away because I didn't really play it, so I didn't need to keep it. Yeah, I was right, Neuburn. There we go. But yeah, so that is the end of kind of the proper cards. Then I'm assuming these are German. Can't really read it because the first one I got was the Kano one, so I thought, oh, maybe it's a Japanese one, and I read the rest of it and I was like, that is not Japanese. But also it wouldn't be written in Romanji, it would be in the Kano anyway. But that's a bit random. And then a really weird, no, what have I done? For God's sake. I'm always knocking things over. They better be in the right order now. Really random Wobbuffet card. But so those are all the regular cards I've got. This is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. But just that mountain there, so then random tin. Those cards are damaged. That's just all the other ones. I'll do that in a separate video because it's getting really long. But so those are all of my double regular cards. So in the next part I'll do all the fancy ones.